Hello, Joy friends. Welcome to Wait For It with Cynthia. Today is July 29th, 2024, and this is episode 22. What is today? Well, first off, pardon the wet look. However, it is appropriate for today because today is National Rain Day. Here in South Carolina, let's be specific, in Newberry, South Carolina, it has rained for the last 9 days. Now, with that being said, it hasn't rained from like morning till night, but in the afternoons, we've been experiencing a little bit of rain, or a good bit of rain, and we call that summer rain. However, today did not disappoint. For National Rain Day, it started raining from the very early hours of this morning. And yes, I got to drive to work in the rain, got a little bit of wet, and got to wear the rain look all day. But the sun did come out and the rain did go away, and how nice it was, because it has been like anywhere from 100 to 108 here on these July afternoons or these July days. But today, the highest it got was 83, so it was a lot cooler and more enjoyable. And as I got ready to leave to come home from work today, what should happen as I'm walking to the car? Whoosh! The clouds opened and the clouds parted and the rain just come pelting down and I got soaking wet again. So here we are. We're going to celebrate National Rain Day in wet style. Now I dried off a little bit because I did sit in my car for a good minute. But in the meantime, my hair dried, my clothes are somewhat dry, but we'll take care of that in a minute. Now, I love rain. I enjoy everything about it. I love sitting out on the porch and I love, hearing the rain. I love seeing the rain. I love smelling the rain. I love everything about rain. I love rainstorms. I just don't like being out in them. And that's not to say, though, that a time or two in my lifetime I've not played in the rain, because I have, and I've enjoyed it. But I have to be in that mindset. I don't mind being wet. I do mind being cold. So when I'm wet and cold, then the fun has come to an end. And this girl needs to go in and get dry and warm. All right, July 29th. A standstill has come and we celebrate this amazing phenomena that is one of the most honorable things in nature, and that is the rain. Rainfall is something that is cherished and loved by people since history because it has the power to improve life. However, the saying that too much of anything is not good is true, because when we have too much rain, we are faced with dangerous floods and other disasters due to that heavy rainfall. But despite the consequences, rainfall is important for organisms to survive, for crops to harvest, and for our earth to have balance. More often than not, rainfall is a beautiful sorcery that one just can't help but fall in love with. And I'm one of them. So the origin of National Rain Day, how did it get started and who started it? Well, the history of rain goes all the way back to the late 1800s when a pharmacist in Waynesburg, Pennsylvania, noticed a strange phenomenon. His name was William Allison, and he saw that every year it rained consistently on July 29th. And so he was inspired by this observation, and he decided to declare July 29th as National Rain Day, and it was marked as a special occasion in Waynesburg, Pennsylvania. Now, Allison started the tradition of keeping accurate rainfall records on this particular day, and this dedication of his became an annual ritual. And it didn't go unnoticed. Albert, his brother, took this responsibility of keeping up with all of this in the 1920s, continuing the legacy of recording the amount of rainfall on this particular day that his brother had started. Now, the fame of Rain Day soon spread across all parts because of a well-known reporter in Waynesburg named John O'Hara. And he started sharing this interesting story about Rain Day with newspapers in different parts of the country. And by the 1930s, Rain Day had gained so much recognition and interest in wider circles due to the results of O'Hara's efforts and his reports and his records and his newspaper articles. So Rain Day the story of it gained wider recognition, and people began celebrating in their own ways, not just in Waynesburg, but in different cultures and different regions. So Rain Day is now a global recognized event as rain lovers from all around the world come together and recognize the significance of rainfall and celebrate its essential role that it has in sustaining our life here on the planet. So what is the importance of rainfall? What is the big hype all about? Why should we be so honored by rain? Well, the importance of rain in various aspects of life and the environment is immense. Without adequate rainfall, it would not be possible for us to even live here and have life on Earth. And rainfall helps in maintaining a balance in nature. So the first way we're going to look at it is in water supply. The primary source of fresh water that is essential for human consumption, industrial procedures, and agricultural irrigation, and sustaining this beautiful environment is rainfall. It refills our rivers, our reservoirs, our groundwater, our lakes to make sure that there is an adequate water supply for the biodiversity. Agriculture. Without adequate rainfall, agricultural productivity would take a hit as it helps in nourishing our crops, restoring the moisture of our soil, and fosters a healthy development in our plants that contribute significantly to sustaining global agricultural and rural livelihoods. Then there is our ecosystems. Rainfall sustains various ecosystems. They include our forests, our swamps, our prairies, and our water bodies. It is where wild animals live. Besides, it helps plants that produce oxygen as well as remove carbon from it. So furthermore, rainfall controls necessary activities of our ecosystem, such as recycling of nutrients and provisions of food chains. Now we're going to look at how it has a part and a huge role in our hydrological cycles. Rainfall forms a key part of the hydrological cycle. It initiates evaporation, condensation, and precipitation, which helps to keep the world's water in balance. In return, it has an effect on both our global weather conditions, not leaving out local climate patterns, ultimately influencing the whole general environment as such. And then we're going to look at how it has a role in our natural resource management. Effective natural resource management hinges on understanding the rainfall patterns. This would assist in establishing how water is to be allocated, getting ready for droughts or floods, coming up with decisions about sustainable land use, and making environmental efforts for conservation, thus ensuring that the natural resources are used wisely, efficiently, and effectively. Human health. Did you ever think about our health, how to play hand in hand with rain? Well, rainfall adds towards the protection of water quality and hygiene standards. It diminishes danger to the health from a water shortage, like waterborne disease, and at a time, it also includes maintaining good practices influencing community health and the basis of hygiene maintenance. In other words, so we don't stink. Pewee! Keeps us from being pewee. Economic activities. The economy benefits a lot from rain. It enhances tourism through natural attractions or features such as waterfalls and beautiful scenes. Who doesn't love a good waterfall? I do. And it enhances power generation through hydroelectric plants. Transport is also made achievable on bodies of water and allows the recreational activity promotion like water sports and leisure cruises, which contributes immensely towards our economic growth and prosperity. And the final way we're going to look at how rain plays a role in our world is through the cultural and social significance. Rainfall is culturally and socially important in many societies across the globe. It affects traditions, festivals, and cultural practices surrounding agricultural, water rituals, and spiritual beliefs that revere water for giving and sustaining life. The significance of rainfall in cultures creates more bond between communities and nature, as well as the environmental conservation efforts. So, on July 29th, that is how we came to celebrate National Rain Day. Well, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you found it to be educational. I did, but more than anything, I just love rain. But I love learning more about all the different ways that rain is used to sustain our planet, to inspire the life, and to, just keep us going in a healthy way. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you learned something. If you did, let me know. Tell me what you learned in the comments below. All right, take care, my friends. Be joyful, stay crafty in your own way, make your own joyful creations. And above everything else, remember, you are important and you are loved. I love you. Go be your own exclamation. Mwah. Nugs and Joy. Hope you're enjoying National Rain Day, whether you love the rain or you're happy that it's not raining. All right. See you in the next Wait For It with Cynthia.